Hi friends, welcome to my channel code2test.com. So also do visit my website code2test.com where you will come up with different tutorials on automation testing like Selenium, APM, etc. So coming on today's tutorial, so today we are going to learn the basic Docker commands. So currently I am working with Windows machine, so we'll be hitting my all my commands on PowerShell. So I have just jotted down few of the basic commands that we generally use in Docker. So these are those commands. Let's go sequentially one by one. But these command do. Going to our first command, so Docker hyphen v. What it does is it displays you the current Docker version. So I am using 19.03.13 along with build ID. So this command will help you in figuring out what all the Docker version you are using. So you can also use Docker double hyphen version with full name also. It will do the same work. Okay. The working would be the same for all. Either use Docker hyphen v or Docker double hyphen version. Okay. So next one is Docker info. So what Docker info does is it will display all the information, all the things that is being worked or the images you have, what are the total number of containers you have. So it will display all the information regarding source. So you can see that there is a server information. I having three containers, three running zero pause zero. So these all the information regarding memory, total memory, what I have. So it will show me all the information regarding within the Docker. So what Docker images do, uh, as I type Docker images, it will display me all the current images that I have worked with. So I worked with Mongo, I worked with STUPD. It will show me my repository, those IDs, images ID, or the created time along with size. So it will show me all the data regarding it. One more thing, for Docker, we have Docker itself has its repository. So once you hit hub.docker.com, you see that it's a huge repository where all the things, all the images are being here itself. I have logged in with my own credentials with my user ID. If any of the images you want, you just search it over here. For example, I want Nginx. So as I search for Nginx, as it's a web server, so I can see the Nginx has been opened up. So this is a command to pull Nginx. If I want to pull Nginx, so I have to use this command. This is what our next command is. Okay. So just copy this command, docker pull Nginx. As I type the commands and hit enter. So what generally does is it if I don't define its version, it will pick the latest version of Nginx. So it has pulled the Nginx. Okay. So this is the command to pull any of the image from Docker repository. Let's clear that shell. So the next command Docker system df, what it does, it show me all the things which we have system information, like the containers I have, what the local volume I had. So it will show me the size along with the the part, what are the size it reclaimable. So all the stats are being displayed in this way, in a tabular way. So on going to the next, we are working with those commands within the container itself. So we will be running a container and see what all the things are there within the container itself. Suppose I want to run any container. So what the command we are using is docker container. Let's check what all the containers, active containers we have. So docker container ls, what it does is it show me the what the current running image I have. So I don't have any current running image with me. So let's try to run any of image. I'll use the command docker container run hyphen d. So what hyphen d does, it runs the things in the background. Okay, so that I jotted down over here. It is hyphen d detach. It will run the things in background. Hyphen p, it's a code. If you want to define any of the code, so you use hyphen p. Suppose I am defining a port. Let me write it. And if I want to name my image, as if you don't name your image, it would be a by default image. By default name would be appear on your uh, container, for your container. Suppose I want to name my image, so I will use double hyphen name. I'll use I'll name it as proxy. Okay, so after that I want to run the image for Nginx. It's a web server. So you see that it have created its ID. It's being displayed over here. So let's check, is it runnable or not? It's up and up or not. So you see that over here my commands, as I have run. So you can see that my Nginx image is up, and it's showing me the time also, and the name. I have defined the name as proxy, so it's getting displayed over here as proxy. It is my container ID. So in this way I have ran my Nginx image. So my next, also let's check in my local. So you see that I have run Nginx on 8080. So its web service is successfully installed. It's showing me the message. Okay, just refresh this 2 to 3 times so that it will create some of the logs. Okay, so my next command is logs. Okay, I have to define the name of the container also. Sorry, that was proxy. So you see that all the logs are getting displayed over here. These are my logs. I have got refreshed 2 to 3 times, so it's displaying in such a way. It's showing. It will show you as you type proxy, the name of your container with the logs. It will show you all the logging that has been performed on this image. Okay, so this for this logging purposes, this command is being used. Okay, suppose I want to stop my this Docker image. So as we know that currently up it's up and running. So I want to stop this image. So what I will do is I'll use stop command. So I'll type docker container stop and the container ID. You can define starting three this digit of your ID. So it's being done now. Let's check it again. Let's hit the command ls. See, is it sorry, container ls wrongly spelled. So you can see that it's blank. No images is currently up. So it's not showing any of the image details. No ID, no names. So no of the data is being filled inside this columns. So this is the way we can stop any of the container image. Okay, so but it's as it's not running, but it's still in exit condition. So if you want to see all the images that is even running or exit condition, you can use -a. What it does, it will show you all the images, either it's up or it's in exited. So you can see that the status is exited images. So this is the way we can get all these details of your images, container images. So next command is remove. If I want to remove any of the image, so a command that is used is rm. So suppose I want to delete this proxy which we have created, this one, that is that is the only image that we have stopped. Now what I need to do is I want to delete this container. So I'll use the command docker container rm space the container id. Okay, so let's let's hit the command ls again. So you see that previously your container nginx is being there within the command when we hit it into it. So we have seen that it was present, but now when I used rm command, it got deleted. I can see only the three images along with ids. So this is the way we can remove your container image. Inspect. So what inspect does is it will return you a JSON. So while using the command, you have to define which of the container I want to inspect. So the command would be docker container inspect and the name of your docker. So I have defined the name of my docker. After that, it have written me a JSON. So this JSON contains returns me a JSON and gives me the information of the container. So it gave me all the information regarding this one, this container. Okay, it's a long JSON. Okay, so my last command is docker container stats. Okay, it's an important command. What it stat does is it will show me all my current usages like container IDs. Currently, I don't have my active images. So it will show me the container ID name, CPU utilization, memory usage, and block PID of the image. So currently, I don't have my active images, so it's not showing me anything. So what I did is I have just run my Nginx server to check my details. So currently I have my one of the images is up. So what I'm not doing anything. So UCP utilization is 0% and showing me the limit memory and container ID and PSIDs. There are two PSIDs working inside this one. So these are the basic commands that we generally use in containers. Okay. So one more thing, I just want to let you know, if suppose we need to provide any of the environment variables to any of my container image. So uh, we have a syntax hyphen v. So during run of my image, I can provide environmental details also. Let's take in an example. Suppose I want MySQL and I want to provide environmental details to my SQL. So what I will do is docker container hyphen again hyphen d, that is for detach p. I'll define the port. Suppose I define the port as 3306 colon 306. Okay, and let's name it as db. Okay, db 23. Okay, after that, what I need to show is hyphen e. This is the environment details I can provide. Suppose I am giving an environmental details. I am MySQL underscore random underscore root underscore password equals to yes. Okay, it's create a random password for MySQL. Okay, so now you can see that the image is being run now. Let's hit to the command ls for the active up and running containers. So there are two containers that is up and running. This is my container which has just now ran, name as db23. So I have named it as db23. So you can see that I can provide my environmental details also, environmental variables also in such a way. So my two containers have been currently running. Okay. So this is all about today's this tutorial. So if you like my video, you can subscribe the channel, you can like my channel and share as much as you can. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching.